This one particular area, we're just about to photograph probably 300 eagles in this one spot. What's really special about this is that with that king tide, it kicks up all these fish that are at the bottom of the ocean called hake. Those hake then get disoriented, they get popped up to the surface, and they're actually stunned sitting on the surface, and the eagles are all sitting in the trees coming down to feed on the hake. So this is one of the best locations to film eagles in action on an ethical, no baiting, no supplementary feeding, an actual experience where you get to see eagles hunting. And so what we're doing right now is we're just kind of waiting, getting in position. It's middle of the day. It's not the best time to do photography, but it's okay for birds in flight. So the setup that I have here in order to manage this small space is just my R5 with the 100 to 400 mil and a 1.4 times extender, and then just the conversion between the RF and the EF body and lenses. So what my goal is here is to set up my camera on high speed continuous. I'm shooting at 20 frames per second. So I have the electronic mirrorless camera firing off those shots as fast as possible. And what I'm trying to do, it's going to be absolute chaos here. Maybe we'll have some behind the scenes footage for you guys to see. But the main thing is that you're focusing on one or two particular eagles that are within a good distance, that you're having them within the full frame of the camera. Typically, they're going to come closer to you. So you don't necessarily want to have max focal length reach, because it's going to be very hard to keep them in the frame. So we're trying to follow them nice and slow and just follow that pattern and get into that motion where you're building the muscle memory and not sporadically looking with your periphery and getting confused on what eagle to follow. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see with wildlife photographers, is that they're trying to capture every shot, they're trying to do photo, trying to do video, and they have a lot of things that they're trying to pull off all at the same time. That actually causes confusion, and it causes a little bit of paralysis, and will take you further away from getting that dream shot. My dream shot that I'm looking for is an eagle coming directly at me, talons out, their big, amazing, hairy, furry feet in front of you, right before it catches the hake, and then right after. So I'm going to be looking for that shot in particular. So I'll be watching the orientations of the eagles, and that's what I'm focused on. So the key lesson here, go to the right place at the right time. Make sure that you're in a boat that is set up for photography. We have this photography tour actually coming out in 2024 where you're able to join Tyler, myself, and Jenny to photograph eagles in an ethical way where you're able to see them hunting, and it's a really rare experience. This is a great spot to do it because you're not just relying on one eagle trying to hunt. You can focus on a handful and try it over and over again in this really short period. So right place, right time, right gear, and staying focused on my one key shot.